head coach of Penn State, Cael Sanderson, joining us for a few minutes. Open it up for questions. I know, Mike, you were looking to talk to him. Yes. Mike Finn, go ahead.
Cael, congratulations on the night. I know you're not going to win it as a team, but your group has certainly made a statement for almost the immediate future, and especially the guys who came back to beat Iowa wrestlers after losing them in the Big Ten finals. What was the key to that, to turning this around, making this happen for them?
I think the guys just they just believed, and they wrestled really well. I mean, obviously you're in the NCAA finals, you can wrestle great and still not win. The level of competition, so just outstanding. So our guys just did a really nice job. I think they just believed, and they found a way. I think we had 3 overtimes and then a tight match there at 84. So probably. But it's just great to see the toughness out of the guys, and I think that's where that belief really kicks in.
Is there anything special about this group compared to like the David Taylors and the other guys you've had in the past who've done so well for you?
Well, I think we have some really special guys, and we got to obviously we need a little bit more of a team effort, right? I mean, if you have 4 national champions and you're not winning the tournament, that just speaks. You got to have more point scorers, but it also kind of tells you just how good Iowa is. I mean, they got a really good team this year, and they competed really well and won a lot of tough matches. But yeah, we just need a couple more point scorers in there. But the goal is always just to be the best you can be. We're just grateful to be here. Win or lose, we're going to learn if we lose and move forward. I think, a year like this, especially for me as a coach, I need to do a better job in a lot of ways, and nothing really reinforces that than losing, more than losing.
Thank you.
Jacob Ferry at the Daily Collegiate.
Yeah, Cael, obviously Nick and Roman talked about sort of what they've been through to get here. Just how proud are you of them, and, what does it mean for you to see those guys finally, reach the top?
Yeah, I'm happy for them. I mean, my job as a head coach is I want to see those guys happy. I want to see them smiling, and you want them to win, obviously, because that's going to make them happy. But there's just that bigger picture of just kind of their persona and their attitude and their focus, and just making sure they're thinking about things in the right way. But winning just adds obviously a little or a lot more to that, because it's just something they've been dreaming about, obviously, since they were little kids. But yeah, it's been a crazy year. I mean, for everybody. Even guys like Greg Kirkfleet. I mean, he was told he was out. He was out for 3 months. He couldn't lift a weight, couldn't go for a jog for 6 or 7 weeks, and he got cleared literally the day before we wrestled Maryland, about 3 hours, and he wrestled and then ended up being an All-American. Robert Howard, similar thing. He had a surgery after the New Jersey State tournament last year, and a long surgery, so he didn't get a lot of time to learn college wrestling, and he jumped out there and wrestled big for us. I mean, you go up and down the lineup, and these guys did a really good job, and I'm really proud of them, and excited about the future.
Nate Cobbler, Daily Center Times.
Hey, Cael.
Hey.
Hopefully you're all done and taken care of now, and you can kind of take a break of ease here. But can you just talk about, this is the 3rd time now that you guys have had 4 national champions. Can you just talk about that and just kind of how special that is for a program?
Yeah, as a coach, you just expect to win. I think I just believe our guys are going to win, and so when they don't win or somebody doesn't reach their goals, your heart's always with them. So it's tough to enjoy the moment, whether you win as a team or not, because we are a team of individuals. Obviously, the team aspect is priority number 1, but your heart's always with the kids that don't reach their goals, especially the ones that do everything right and work hard. So, yeah, I mean, when you have 4 guys win, you got to enjoy it, because we could have easily, I wouldn't say easily because I don't want to disrespect our guys, but, I mean, you can go 0-4 in the finals, like I said before, and still wrestle well. So, we're happy.
Benjamin Surface.
Cael, can you elaborate on the chemistry in your room? A lot of your guys have said, they're cheering each other on, they're fighting back tears watching their teammates win championships. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Well, you hope that's the case, right? I mean, you want to you want to care about your teammates, right? And you want to their matches. It's a little tricky too because you got to go wrestle your own match, and obviously the best thing you can do for the team is just kind of control your emotions and go out and use your energy and use every second of that 7 minutes. But I know after Roman won, I think the guys are in the back, and Nick was coming up on deck, but Carter and Aaron, I mean it's they were. They both said, I think, maybe, if they weren't about to wrestle, they both would have been crying, kind of a thing, just happy for Roman. They're all happy for each other. So, it's exciting. So, I'm thinking, we got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of great teams coming up, a lot of young superstars across the country. So, we got to just do a better job as a program and just keep climbing here.
Gary Abbott, USA Wrestling.
Cael, you're an Olympic champion, and a lot of the kids that won tonight talked about high Olympic goals, including doing real well at this year's Olympic trials. How important is your freestyle RTC and just the Olympic atmosphere that's at Penn State help these kids as they develop during their college career?
Well, I think, USA Wrestling and the opportunities they have to be Olympic champions, that's the pinnacle of wrestling. The NCAA wrestling is the pinnacle of, obviously, folk-style wrestling, but they go hand in hand, and they're both major goals of these kids. So, most of the kids in our room, I believe, want to be Olympic champions. I think that's a reason they choose Penn State, but I think they go hand in hand, and we have some just some great people in the room in the RTC, and I just thinking about Coach Cody and Coach Casey and Varner, and you could just see, I mean, those guys really focus in on these individuals and help them to be the best they can be, and it's great to see. I mean, we have a great staff, and I just try to stay out of the way, as you can see. I mean, you can see, Roman comes off the mat and he's like, "Where's Cody?" Because those guys spend a lot of time together, and Nick and the upper weights are with Casey. So I'm really proud and happy for Coach Cody and Coach Casey. They do a really, really great job.
Well, congratulations on a great night, Coach.
Thank you.
Final question for you, Cael, from Jacob Faria.
Yeah, Cael, you've long talked about guys rising to the occasion, and the bigger the match, the better these guys wrestle. Obviously, tonight was more proof of that. What goes into that? Is that innate in these guys? Is that something you coach in these guys?
Well, I think that's a tough question. Not something that I think it's, I have to work every day, and our staff has to work every day, and we have to do everything that we're asking them to do and more. We have to be the hardest working people in the program and just make sure they have what they need to be successful, and whatever that means, and that's that's what we try to do, and we've got to have the right attitude as coaches, right? We have to have our hearts and our minds set on the right things, because coaching's tough. It's a lot easier to be a student athlete. It really is, because coaching, you're you answer to a lot of people. You answer to a lot of people. As a student athlete, you're just out there, at least you should be, just having a good time attacking your goals. So, I think as a staff, we work really hard to make sure that we get out of these kids' way and just support them.
Cael, thank you for making the time. We
Cool.
really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank
Have a
you.
great rest of your night.